right? My mom used to say, "There's no love greater than a mom's love," right? It's funny that my mommy said that. So yes, ladies, welcome, welcome once again. This is our pre-Mother's Day wealth building and travel celebration. And I'm so happy to have you on. I'm recording it for the moms who were not able to be on with us today. But like we said, right? Mother's Day, we are celebrating our moms, remembering our mom. So the song that you heard was actually a song that we played from my mom, right? When she passed on. So to dedicate that song to her. And so this is a special time of the year. And why do we have Mother's Day just on one day of the year, ladies, right? Seems like something we should be celebrating again and again and again. Because it is not easy. It is not easy being a mom, right? So today we celebrate moms, biological moms, we celebrate foster moms, we celebrate aunties, right? We celebrate grandmas. A lot of grandparents step in either voluntarily or involuntarily. A lot of times to the rescue, right? Something goes wrong. We need grandma to come to the rescue. And then, like I said, we have those women in our communities who, back in the day when I was growing up, we called them Big Mom, right? Because Big Mom, she wasn't your mom, but yeah, she's gonna tell your mom if she see you acting up, right? She's gonna tell everybody. So we need more of the community, right? It takes a village to raise a child. So we are celebrating all moms. So for today, one of the special things that we had going is that, if we have any guests who are on the line with us, if they happen to join our Zoom, and they're a mom, any type of mom, celebrate with us, they would get access to our free travel savings account, right? Where they can save monies on hotels, resorts, cruises, and car rentals. And if we have anybody, welcome, welcome. If we have any,
George.
yeah.
She survived to be 80 years. She survived when she could have gone down in that ship.
Yeah, so welcome, welcome. Glad to have you on. We are celebrating all women today. And, like we were saying, it takes a village to help the community, right? To help that child. So when you help that child, you are helping the community because we need that child to be right. If that child is not raised right, it's going to be hell for the community to pay. So thank you to all women who collectively come together, right, in unity to help our children. So like I said, any moms, any women who join us today, you're going to get the free Vortex link from whoever, the person who invited you. And if we have anybody who decides that, you know what, this seems like something great, I would like to utilize this to build wealth, then you will get that $100 restaurant.com e-gift. So we're putting that out there. So I want to say cheers to the mom. I want to thank everybody. And so first we're going to talk about why this is an awesome business for moms, right? So one of the people who I invited to speak, Miss Melinda Hunt. Melinda, are you able to unmute and share with everybody how this opportunity has affected you in your life and how it helps you to be an amazing mom? I'm turning the mic over to you, Melinda.
Hey, good morning, Victoria. Good morning, all moms out there, super moms we are. Hey, happy pre-Mother's Day. I hope you have a blessed Mother's Day. Yeah, so this opportunity, I came upon about 10 years ago. Well, it'll be 10 years in September. And I'm a registered nurse and always wanted to be a registered nurse and knew nothing about business. And my husband is the one that basically told me, well, give it a chance. As my experience growing up, my vacations were just going to North Carolina, family reunions, staying for the month of July every year. So when I had my son, who's now 29, I wanted things to be different for him. I didn't want him to have the same humdrum experience that I did. And as moms, you want better for your children than you've had. So I said, you know what, this is another opportunity for him to see something outside of what I had experienced. So since I've been in the business, I've had my son exposed to the things that I was doing. So he's seeing me going places. And I'm telling you, this guy, matter of fact, I think he's gone more places than I have right now. Right now, he's in Houston, Texas. And I told him he gets a pass for not being here for Mother's Day because I have to work. Like I said, I'm a nurse. I have to work on Mother's Day. I don't know how I let that slip by me. I didn't realize, you know, that it was gonna be Mother's Day on my weekend to work. I work every other weekend. So I'm like, okay, since I'm not gonna be here, you can go. So he's like, hmm. So why deprive him of fun when I have to work? But yeah, so he's in Houston, and a few weeks ago he was in Thailand. He's been to Bali. He's been to Aruba. He's been to on his layover in Thailand. He stopped in Korea, and he always, when he has long layovers, he'll go out and he'll explore around wherever he is. He went to Disney in China on his layover when he was going to Bali. He's been to Mexico and couple of places in Mexico, Los Cabos. He said he loved Aruba as well. He's been to Cayman, Honduras, Belize. Of course, he's been to LA, places here. He's been to Quebec, Italy. He loves Italy, that he had the nerve to stay a few more days. He was supposed to come home, and he's like, "Oh, I love it here," so he stayed. So to open this up to him and outside of where, okay, I'm seeing these things in a book, he's able to experience firsthand, going to different places and the cultures. Everywhere he goes, I think he finds a party. I was looking on his Instagram right before this, and I see the kid was at another party yesterday. So I'm like, he just got there yesterday, but he was partying yesterday. When I looked on in his Thailand, he was at a party. I said, how do you find parties everywhere you go? So he's mingling with the local people, and they tell him where to where to go. So he meets people there. One of his trips, he met some people from Africa. So now he wants to go to Africa. So I mean, it's opened up a whole, you know, a lot of experiences for him. And when I started, he was in college. He was going to Temple University, and this opportunity, I didn't want him to have any student loans and everything. So this helped me help him. So yeah, that in itself, I think I was a great mom for that.
Yes, you
Like,
are an awesome mom, Melinda. And I just want to say, right, I don't think it's wrong because my mom has passed on and she knows that I love her dearly. But if you ever want to pretend like you're my play mom and treat me to a trip, I don't think she'll be mad at me. But that is truly awesome for so many different reasons, right? So for him to be at that age, right, and to grow up experiencing these places that so many people dream about, and at his age, he's traveled to more places than a lot of people have traveled in a lifetime. So that is truly, truly amazing. Oh my goodness, yes. And, as I was listening to Melinda, I was thinking about my daughter because, back in the day, I was a social worker. right? So she worked supervisor, working all around the clock. And I love my daughter dearly. That's why I worked so hard, right? I was a single mom and I had to work to make the money to pay for the home, to pay for the car, all the things I wanted to do. And unfortunately, it was hard to work those hours and be that super mom I needed to be for my daughter. So we didn't have the best relationship. When Mother's Day would come, she used to welcome Jadera, welcome to the Zoom. So, I was just sharing about my daughter, right? How when she was younger, I was always working and she was always at the babysitter, right? She used to sit home and watch the Disney Channel. And I was all like her best friends were on Disney Channel. And I told her one day, I said, one of these days, baby, this was before I had did the travel. I said, one of these days, baby, I said, you're not gonna have to see Disney on TV. Mommy's gonna take you to Disney. Now I said it. You know how we do as mommies? We make the promises, but we don't really know how we're gonna do it, right? But
transfer to the M.
When I was, part of this company, part of our travel business, Carnival Cruise Line wanted to reach out to moms, right? And they wanted to reach out to people to give you confidence in Carnival. So for $50, I took the cruise from New York. It left out of Manhattan, West 55th, between 11th and 12th Avenue. It took us from New York to Orlando, to Nassau, Bahamas, to Freeport, Bahamas, all because I was in the business. And then when we stopped in Orlando, Carnival Cruise Line had the shuttle bus to take you to Disney Resort. And we were there for about 8 hours in Disney, having a great time. And the picture that you all see in the flyer with that child that's like, that big old smile on her face, that was my daughter when I told her that we were going to Disney. So it's beautiful because when she was younger, that was her way to be able to travel with me, to be able to do some fun things. During the pandemic, my daughter wasn't able to find a summer job because a lot of the places had closed. But guess who became her employer, right? During the summertime. So because of this business, I was able to hire my daughter to make photos and flyers for me and pay her just like if she had a regular summer job, right? I pay her from my monies. And she had that experience. When she turned 18, she had the business for herself. She was graduating from high school. And so she made the trip, the graduation trip for her and her friends. And they went to Virginia Beach. She did a simple trip, but people paid for it. And she says to me, she was so surprised. She was like, Mommy, oh my God, my friends' mothers, they're really giving me the credit card information. They're really paying for this. She couldn't believe. She's like, I'm only 18 years old, but they trusted me to do this trip. I said, yes, sweetie, because it's a time for their children to be out of the house and enjoying themselves, right? And the price is good. You're giving them a payment plan, but she felt so good, right? And that's what this business does. It allows our young people to have that travel experience and also the business experience. And you heard Melinda talk about college and the expenses. So my daughter was able to earn a $500 bonus from this company for sharing the information. And she's on her way to earning a $1,000 bonus. I'm sure it will be the first of many. People have been willing to purchase this from her because they know that this is what she uses to raise extra money for college. And you have people who will help you because they love making a difference. So that's what we talk about, right? We talk about building wealth, traveling the world, and making a difference with other people. Now I see we have Dr. Marie that's on the line with us today. And I don't know if Dr. Marie is able to unmute, but she had her son, right? Her son is a junior executive with our company. We have Jennifer Stevens. Marie, are you able to unmute?
We're gonna see if I can. I don't know if I can do.
Okay. Yes, we hear you.
Let me see. Where am I? I had to run back in. Okay. I don't know if you have good light. I'm heading. I was out and then I'm back in.
No, that's fine. We hear you well.
Okay, I can see you. Oh my God. So I'm gonna be running out. So yeah, so for me, actually, as you were talking, I was like, how did this happen? I think for me, it happened even when my son was in the age. He's a teenager, became a teenager during the pandemic, which is crazy. I know I don't look like I have a teenage boy in my life, but teenager, he's gonna be 16 next month. And so my first experience was that I was laid off after giving birth at the same hospital where I was working as a health educator. I know in our communities, we have a lot of social workers, nurses, teachers, all the caregivers that you keep mentioning. Most of these people are the one usually we will face with like an impact of life event that we weren't expecting. So after that one, I was like, I'm not taking any more chances, because to have a baby and to be on unemployment is like a scary thing, because it's gonna come to an end. So what are you gonna do? And so even when I have other means, like I never see that as like the only way, because I'm like, what am I gonna do? Where's the food gonna come from? Where's all the basic stuff? And so he's learning all the different things. You've seen me do my business. Like when I have events, like you'll be at the table with me, because sometimes we just provide and we don't let them see how we make how we doing what we're doing. So it's not magic. They have to see where it's coming from. So on a day like this, if I'm a vendor somewhere, he will come with me. If I need to set up the table, he'll help me organize before we even get to the event, which again, many of you, if you've done events, it allows you to still work the room if you have a helper. So he's been a helper since he was little. And now just to see the business as an opportunity. So this year was like his first trip by himself, not by himself. It was like an exchange program. He went to France at 15, a Black boy, where I'm like, I didn't go to France until I don't even know how old I was. Even in college, I didn't do the exchange thing because I had an organization to run. So to be 15, where most people don't even have a passport, most Americans don't even have a passport, and don't even go to the next state or city where they live, that this child left the whole country. I think I was more traumatized. Victoria can tell you, just adjusting to like, he's gonna be across a whole different world and not being able to, check in and all that kind of stuff. But he had a great experience super early, right? I don't know if he's gonna turn into a party or a jet setter like Melinda's son, but I'm like, I'm not ready. So we're just gonna do maybe a country at a time, an island at a time, and try not to look on Instagram to see what's been happening on those trips. So, but the goal is to see like you can earn money, have fun, but also experience life with your friends, because he went with his friends from that school, met new friends from another high school in France for that period of time. So it's not a solo experience. And even when it is solo, you're still experiencing life very differently than just like work, or school, that you have that you're living and there's joy as part of that. So I want him to see that it's not always a struggle, because I'm a mom, that we get to also enjoy life together, but also he knows how to bring in money. We have conversation about money. Like a lot of us, we don't talk about that with our kids early enough. Either we don't have it, it doesn't grow on trees, but we're gonna have that conversation. So that relationship with money and knowing that he can make his own money, and he can see how I make my money, and that's how our family is building that legacy now. He's not gonna see it when I'm gone. Now he's gonna see how we're building it and enjoying it. So thank you, Victoria, for creating this day. I love hearing everybody's stories. And again, it shouldn't be just one day. This should be like an everyday sitting and sharing those stories, because it shouldn't be a secret what it takes to bring these lives, and keep those people alive every day of the year. So thank you.
Exactly. And thank you so much, because as you were talking, I was thinking about my mom, rest her soul. Like, I love my mom dearly. I was one of those kids that was always attached to my mom. She'd be like, go play, go play. Mom would be very proud of me now because I've learned to play really hard.
Mm, it is a good experience. Yeah. Yeah, I miss those
Um,
days. I miss those days. It used to just on me, not even go anywhere. But now it's free, independent.
but the thing is, I remember the times when I would see my mom with the sad look on her face. I would go into the kitchen. My mom and my dad would be at the kitchen table. And when she would have the sad look, and I'd be like, Mommy, what's wrong? We're robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Mm.
And I'm looking, I'm saying, I don't know who the heck Peter and Paul are, but okay, let me just go get me some ice cream and go watch TV. And then they're like, Mommy, what's wrong? We trying to make the dollar stretch. I don't like make the dollar.
Mm.
It's like what?
Yeah.
Saying all these terms. Making ends meet. So now, mind you, every time I would ask her, she would give me an answer. I didn't understand until I was that social work supervisor trying to do everything I needed to do for myself, the household, and my child. And I said, oh, okay, now I know who Peter and Paul. And I'm with the dollar. I'm like, the dollar don't really stretch. Like if you pull that dollar too many places.
Nope.
Miss Ruby, have you ever heard anybody? Can you unmute? Have you heard those terms about trying to make a dollar out of 50, all those crazy things, right? Trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents, making the dollar stretch. All the things my mom was saying.
I grew up with a mom who worked 2 and 3 jobs all the time, trying
Oh my goodness.
after my dad died. So even though I don't recall her saying robbing Peter to pay Paul or trying to make a dollar stretch, she worked so hard that she was showing us that she was doing that. Because she was often working and didn't go to pay bills, she would give me the statement and the money to go pay the bills. And so I knew early where the money came from. That here was my mother working her patootie off to make sure that we had food on the table, a roof over our head, school money, lunch money, all the stuff that parents do. So on Mother's Day, like you all, God, am I grateful to have been born to the mother I was born with. And I sing her praises as I look at the 20 grandchildren now and the great-grandchildren who are all doing so well. One just got selected to be a training coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we are all excited. Another is graduated from junior college 2 days ago. Another is at Alabama doing on Dean's List. Another about to start Auburn and a high school honor student. So I just know that it is the result of what she in particular poured into us that has been poured into them. And I am so grateful on this Mother's Day. I think about this business and how grateful I am to use the business to help stretch dollars. I know that all of you as active business people who are busy traveling and working and supporting families can attest to the gift of being able to get out and go see the world. Or in fact, what I was doing, I leave on Monday to head to Alaska for the second summer in a row. It's in Alaska this time last year. And I was going through my maps from Nova Scotia and Mount Whittier and Glacier Bay to show to the client who I'm going with to Alaska. And I am just like, there are people who never get to see these places the first time. And so to think about going a second time is almost unimaginable. And to be able to have children like Melinda's son off and able to go travel the world, and your son, Marie, who's able to get out and go do, and your daughter, Victoria, it must be just amazing. Wonderful to know that you all get to give them these phenomenal experiences that that maybe we didn't have access to as little guys, but now have these opportunities, plus the income through our businesses, to be able to get out and then offer them the opportunity to get out. I think it must be wonderful as a mom to just realize how much experiences and exposure to things help to expand who we are as people, our ability to serve in the world, to have conversations with people about things we've actually seen and done rather than just things we've read. It's a blessing. And like you all, I am very grateful.
Awesome.
In fact, my colleague, there's this man who, every time I tell him I'm about to go someplace, he says, "Will you take me?" Or maybe one day I'll be able to afford to go do these things. And so I sent him the invitation and said, "Come join us on the call." And he said, "I cut my hand last night cooking and had to go get stitches." And he didn't say I can't come, but I see he didn't show up. So the next time he asked me, "Can I go with you, or will you take me?" It's like, no, when I invited you, you were nowhere to be found. So clearly you have interest in travel, and I'll be off on my next trip.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Miss Ruby. That was so beautifully stated, you know? It's just awesome when we think about all that we have access to. So I think this is a great time for me to share this presentation, you know, so people can actually see this company that we're talking about. So give me a minute to pull it up.
Mother's Day, everybody.
Thank you, Miss Ruby.
Thank you.
So folks, yes, you've been hearing us talk about our opportunity. You've been hearing us talk about the company that we are part of, and it is called Surge 365. So welcome, bienvenidos a todos. And I need to learn how to say it in French, but I'll get somebody to help me one day, right? Because we are a global company. So once again, I am Victoria Falk. I'm Level 1 Marketing Director with Surge 365, and it has blessed my life and my family's life. I was an employee, right? I had my first job when I was 14 years old, and I worked until I was 40, and I was a little nervous, you know, about being a business person, being an entrepreneur. But Surge 365 has an awesome income earning potential. Now, everybody is not going to earn the same, you know, because they might not be the go-getters like the people that's on this Zoom. But we have an awesome income disclosure statement, and you can see it by visiting the link on the screen. So yes, our vision is to build wealth. We want to travel the world, and we want to make a difference in people's lives. So today, we're talking about women, and we're talking about moms. But it's not just about women and moms. This is for everybody. But when you start with women and moms, guess what? You started with the people who are the caretakers for the community. And a lot of our communities are struggling right now. 77% of Americans are worried about finances. You might be a part of that 77%, or maybe you know someone else who is. A lot of people are using credit cards to pay off everyday living expenses. So what's happening, unfortunately, is after they pay off all of their bills with the credit cards, then they're not able to pay the credit card bill. So as a country, we are $1 trillion in debt with our credit cards. But some companies are doing well. And the companies that are doing very well are the repo companies. A lot of people, when they miss that car payment, they end up missing the car. The repo companies are taking the cars away. And a lot of people, you know, they're having trouble with home ownership, and even renting has become very expensive. Foreclosure filings are up 28%. And a lot of families are not doing as well as they've been doing since 2021. So do you agree, for those of you who are on this Zoom right now, do you agree that it's a problem that a lot of people are, you know, struggling with the finances right now? Well, if you are a part of that 70% of the population that is worried about finances, you got to do something now, right? Because sitting back and letting the bills pile up is only going to make things worse. But now there are some of us where our money is good. We're not struggling right now. We have money coming in. We're able to travel and do these wonderful things like Miss Ruby getting ready to go to Alaska, right, on Monday. But the thing is, if you are currently okay, how long are we going to be okay if everybody around us is struggling? So our company has an answer. We are a solid company. We've been around for about 20 some years, right? We have unique benefits to help you succeed. So here we have Delvi Santiago. He is the newest member of our team. He is in charge of our international expansion. We just launched in Puerto Rico. They just went to Colombia. In November, the directors, we are going to Cancun and Mexico. So this is a great time, folks. We are an international company. We're a solid company. You have Scott Tomer, he's the chairman of the board. You have Christopher Coakley, he's our CEO. Clint Tomer, the president. And like I said, Delvi, he is our vice president, right? So billions in travel sales have already been done. The company has a proven track record for success. It's not a brand new company. We're not trying to figure out if it works. It's been working. We just want to help you to know the system. The company has $1 million bonus, and it has been paid out 6 times. And I'm very proud to say, one of the very first people who got that $1 million bonus, a single mom from Costa Rica, Miss Juliet St. John. She was living in her car, sleeping in her car with her 2 children, right? The money that she had, she put it to try to help her kids. Her children had learning disability, and she wanted to get them the tutor. She wanted to get them good school and everything. She sacrificed herself for her kids. And today, she doesn't have to sacrifice, right? She's a blessing, a philanthropist. So that is awesome. How many other moms out there, right, can this bless? So we have hundreds of people who've earned 6 figures with our company. And then we have tens and thousands of people who have been able to earn an extra $1,000 a month bonus. How do I know? Because I'm one of those people, right? Melinda's one of those people. Maria's one of those people. We want you to be in that group of people too. Imagine if you have to pay for your child's graduation trip, right? You got to pay for the prom, all these different things, right? In New York, summer vacation starts in June. Someone can get started with us today, and we can go to work with you and help you to earn that first bonus so that can be your graduation celebration or that summer vacation with your family, right? So how do we do it? Travel. Travel is a $10 trillion industry. You do not have to beg or convince anybody to travel. Right here, right now, people are traveling more now than they even did before the pandemic. But not only are they traveling more now, they're spending more money on travel. So our company is for those people who want to build a network of people who love to travel. So think about it right now. Who do you know who loves to go on vacation? Who is that fun person, right? Who's always putting the trips together? You might be that fun person that's always putting the trips together. This is for you. And like I said, we are a global company. So people in Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Panama, Honduras, Belize, Colombia, Costa Rica, United Kingdom, Canada, all these places. Who do you know in these places? Who do you know in Trinidad, Bahamas, Barbados, right? Anybody, any of these places can be your business partner. Anybody in the world who knows your website can book travel from you. We know a lot of people love to shop e-commerce, right? Imagine if people purchased their Mother's Day flowers, right, from their own website. How awesome would that be? Be able to earn rewards credits from the spending that you're doing already. And you know, when people take vacation, right? If you have ever booked a vacation online, somebody got paid for that. But you just don't know who that somebody is because you did it online. Our company allows you to get rid of that middle person, and now you get paid. Now you're able to save. I don't know about you, but I like that difference. Now, how many people here you would love to be able to purchase your own travel at wholesale prices? You don't have to pay that price that's on Expedia, Travelocity, or any of those other sites. Go to your wholesale travel site and you're able to save off your own travel and able to shop discounts on your site. That's who we are for. Now, when you go on to book travel, most people are traveling either for fun or for business. And they're either going to book online or through a travel advisor. Our company allows them to do all of that. Whatever you're doing already, you can do here. So that's one of the things that makes this a great opportunity, right? This Travemanity site is powered by Priceline. So the same hotels, the same cruises, same car rentals, you are finding it on your website. Your customers go onto the website. You might be eating your Mother's Day dinner, right? They're booking their travel, but you're getting paid because they book on your website. But it's more than just travel. It's travel insurance, it's concerts, the theater, family events, right? You have your own Ticketmaster. So we all know somebody who want to see a concert, they pay all these expensive price, you earn commission for that. We're also moving into wedding season, right? So somebody could put their honeymoon wishes onto the website, and friends and family can contribute toward a dream honeymoon. So think about it. Who do you know that's getting married? Passport, visas, yes. It's over 150 countries that require visa, and somebody can do all of that on your website and you get paid. So now we have a second website that's a discount travel site. It's called the Vortex. When the customer goes on there, you get paid 60% of the dollar amount that the customer saved. So whether they're going to Dubai, right? Whether they're going to Disney, whether they're going to New York, wherever they want to go, when they go to book that trip, they're going to see the lowest internet price, and then they're going to see the Vortex price. And as you see, these folks have been able to save money. So let's take a look. Dubai, right? 7 nights. Lowest internet price, $2,133. The Vortex price, $1,426. So the customers save about $700 some dollars, and you get paid. You didn't book the trip, you were asleep. But because they book on your website, you get paid. Disney family vacation. Yes, moms, you can be the hero in your family, right? You can book that Disney vacation. You're saving off with the Vortex and getting paid 60% of what the customers save. But we want you to enjoy, right? While the kids are away at summer camp, while they're at grandma's house, you can have that awesome trip for yourself. Save up to 70% on hotels and resorts when you book on your wholesale site. Save on cruises and car rentals, right? So we heard Melinda talk about Bali earlier. 7 nights to adults with our wholesale travel membership, the person saved over $3,000. How incredible is that? Las Vegas, they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But let's get all the moms together, right? Let's do a girls trip in Vegas. Because here you see somebody saved over $800 for 7 nights for adults. The lowest internet price was $14.26. Because they booked this trip on the wholesale site, they saved over $800. So what do you have on your dream list? So it's saving on travel, but it's also you get to earn rewards credits when you're shopping at your favorite stores on your site. Able to get discounts at more than 18,000 restaurants. So how many people are going to treat you to a Mother's Day dinner, right? On Mother's Day. Can you imagine if they have restaurant savings, right? They would treat you to all the wonderful things that you would love. So basically, our company does not spend all the big money on advertisement like our competitors do. They prefer to pay us to spread the word. So think about it. Your mom owns a website, and on your mom's site, you're able to get the same hotel, the same car rental, the same cruises, and it's at the same price. Who are you going to book from? You're going to buy from mom. Mom wins every time. That is the whole idea behind what we do. Instead of just going on to Expedia, instead of Travelocity, you don't have a relationship with Expedia. Like, they don't care about us. Travelocity don't care about you. But if there's somebody that you know, like, and trust who owns the website and you're able to get the same great quality trip at the same price, why not support your friend? Why not support your family? That's the idea behind what we do. And for those of you who like the idea of sharing, right? What they say, sharing is caring. So if you have great information that can help somebody, why not? This is for you. We have a $100,000 challenge in 200 days. So like we mentioned earlier, this business opportunity is available throughout the United States and in 30 countries. While you are hearing me speak, you might be thinking to yourself, well, I know this person might like this. I think this would be good, right? You're thinking about who it might be good for. Now, when you get started with us and you become a team builder by making your first 5 sales, right? And you have at least 100 people that come onto your team, you're able to earn at least $51,000. And ladies, people have done it already. The very first person who did it was what? A single mom. Yes, moms are kicking butt with this business. It was a single mom with 6 children. She did this challenge in 89 days. How? Because she knew how to ask for help. She went to her church and she went to the women's group and told them that she was in a contest and she needed help. So let's say you do that again in the next 100 days. That is another 51,000. So everybody's not going to push for it, but why not push for it? It's free to push. And even if you don't make 100, you still get to keep all the monies that you earn along the way, right? So think about it. Think about how great it would feel to put that ring on your finger to say that you're a wealth builder and that you've earned 6 figures in a year. Now, the lady that I was talking about earlier who earned that $1 million bonus, she is the lady that you see on the bottom of the screen with the red hair and the gold jacket. That is Miss Juliet St. John.
That's one of the BMW.
Yeah, so when she first started this business, she was homeless in her car with her 2 kids. Now, the lady that you see in the middle box at the bottom with the red jacket, She is one of our ambassadors. That is Arlen Thompson. She is out of California. When she started this business, she wasn't trying to build wealth. She wanted to be able to take her grandchildren on vacation. So not only was she able to do that, she ended up becoming a director with our program, ended up becoming an ambassador. And yes, she is making over 6 figures. She has wearing those rings that we're talking about. So folks, you can get started for one reason and have this blossom and bloom into something truly amazing. So like I said, I'm a level 1 director. That means I have a team of over 125 people, and the income is up to $7,000 a month. And you get the $1,000 bonus and you get a $500 bonus. Now, as you see with each level, the prizes get sweeter and sweeter. You're able to win cars, you're able to have the Rolex watch, the luxury yacht vacation, because they want people to see that you are living the life, right? So you're not just in a travel and lifestyle company, but you yourself are having fun and enjoying lifestyle. And what makes me very happy as I do the presentation is every level that you saw, from level 1 to here right now, level 7, somebody has done it already. Because when you get started with us, you're not by yourself. You have success coaches and mentors to help you. We need you to succeed, and we want you to succeed, because when you come in and you do well, you are proof positive. You are living proof that the system is real. You are living proof that yes, it can be done, right? So you are not by yourself. And you can see the world with us. We travel together, right? We just went to Riviera Maya, Mexico. And in August, we are going on a cruise. We are leaving out of Galveston, Texas, and we are going to Progreso. We're going to Cozumel, and we would love for you to travel with us. So folks, yes, you can get started today. You can get started today as a junior exec, right? So the junior exec is a one-time initial fee of $79, and it has a monthly maintenance of $19.95. And that allows you to come and get your foot in the door and start earning those bonuses that we spoke about. But the true wealth, the true power is as a travel technology package owner. You can have the business and do everything that we spoke about for a one-time fee of $499. That is the initial fee to get started. And then the monthly maintenance is $99.95. Now, if you are a junior exec also to be able to build wealth, then you're also paying that $19.95. But as we mentioned, for that small fee, you are getting the 2 websites for your customers, you're getting the website for yourself, and you're able to build an incredible business with ongoing training and support. So we have some guests on the line with us, and they're usually 3 types of people. People who say, you know what? I'm getting ready to travel. I want to be like Miss Ruby, right? And travel all the time. You can be someone who uses this to save money on travel. So that's what we call a number 1. You want to save money on travel. Or you might say, you know what? This is a great way to make money. You want to make passive income. You could be at your regular job. You might have other business, and this is something that wraps around what you're already doing. Yes, that's a number 2. Or you might say, you know what, this makes sense. I'm ready to get started. And we would love to welcome you aboard. So I want to say thank you once again for everybody for being on. And I'm going to take this time to let you know the top 10 benefits of getting started with us right now, right? So I'll start number 1 is all of the stars are in alignment right now. So what I mean by that is people love having online business. People love working from home. and people love traveling. We have all of that right here, right now, and you can take advantage of that. The second thing is people are traveling more now than ever. The very first summer kickoff, Memorial Day is right around the corner. So imagine if you got started with us today and you were able to pick up some of those customers, right, that are looking to travel and they want to save money on their travel. People are planning their summer vacation, they're planning holiday trips. Number 3, being able to save on your own personal travel. You can save on your own personal travel by utilizing that wholesale travel membership. Number 4, having great new friends that you can travel with, right? I had the pleasure of running around Mexico with Marie, right? Going to some great restaurants, being by the pool. You get to make some awesome friends with this business and have like-minded people that you can travel and enjoy life with. Number 4, right? Enjoying life on your terms. There are no quotas. You don't have a schedule, right, that you have to stick to. So this is great for moms because we always have 50 million things that we have to do. And this wraps around what you're already doing. Number 5, get ready for the next tax season, right? So our business is tax deductible, and everything that we do in it, the vacations that we take, being able to hire your kids, right? So you might be giving your child an allowance right now. You can have your child making photocopies for your travel business, and now you can write that off on your tax refund. But don't take my word for it. Speak to your trusted travel and tax advisor. The next thing is travel makes you sexy, fun, and interesting. Yes. When you are traveling, you're out there, you're having fun, you're discovering new places, and people love to talk to you because you have great conversation and there's something about you. You got the awesome tan, right? There's so many different things. Travel helps you to dance like nobody's watching. Yes. Ask Marie. I was dancing like nobody was watching when I was in Mexico. I didn't care that I didn't know how to dance, right? My daughter gets so embarrassed. She's like, Mommy, you don't know how to dance. I'm like, no, but I love the music and I'm having fun. So when you are on vacation, you get to enjoy this life. You don't care. You're not insecure. You're not timid. You are out there enjoying life and just being who and how you want to be, right? That's what this business allows you to do. Another reason is momentum. Momentum with our company is now. So you would be starting with a company that is building and growing and expanding in so many different directions. It's about being in the right place at the right time. And so let's see, the next thing is having an international business. Yes. So Tanya, you know you need to be all around the world and make friends all around the world and have
Yes, I
parties
do.
around the world. So stop playing, Tanya. Stop playing. This is time right now. And so, folks, there are so many different great events that are happening right now, right? Just out here in New York, we have Dance Africa coming up the end of May. We have the Latin Night, right? We have things going on in Harlem, the Harlem Festival, all these things. So you can get running with us right now, and you have all these summer events where you can be laughing and smiling, and people say, hey, why are you so happy? Why are you having so much fun? And you could tell them, this is the smile that you have when you own an online home-based travel business. And I would love to let you know how to do the same. So thank you, thank you, thank you. There are so many other reasons that I can share, right, of why this is the best thing to do right now, but that would take me too much time. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being on today. If we have anybody who has any questions, I'm going to open up the mic. You know, if you have any questions that I can answer, I'd be glad to answer. If we have any guests on the Zoom where you're like, you know what, I'm ready to sign up, sign me up. I'd be glad to do that too, right? So at this point, I'm gonna wish you all a happy and blessed Mother's Day. Once again, if you are a biological mom, if you are a foster mom, if you are an auntie, a grandmother, if you are a big mom in your neighborhood where you just love on people's children and you keep them in the right path, our hearts and our minds go out to you, wishing you continued blessing for Mother's Day and throughout the year. Thank you all so much for being on, and have a great day and happy Mother's Day. Thank you all for being on.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
presentation, Victoria, and happy day to all of you ladies.
Thank you. Thank you for being on. All right. Take care, ladies.